will begin next week. Well, we'll find out beginning tonight. Pivotal Game 5 in OKC after Wemby and the Spurs blew out the Thunder to tie it up at 2 games each. Wemby with 33 in Game 4. He'll need to carry that over if the Spurs hope to steal back home court advantage here. It's been an interesting, and by interesting, I mean kind of weird series so far. 2-2. OKC has home court advantage. Wendy, how do you see the advantage in the series right now going to Game 5?
Well, obviously, Oklahoma City is at home. They have been brilliant on their home court the last 2 playoff runs, and they've also been excellent problem solvers. When they've had challenges in the playoffs the last couple of years, they have always bounced back. This time, however, their challenge is to fix their offense because they're missing their offensive creators outside Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. A.J. Mitchell will be out tonight with a calf injury. And look, calf strains, Greeny, are typically measured in weeks. This is the late in the season. You don't know, but I don't know if they're going to get him back in this series. Jalen Williams, they have had to show their hand a little bit, and they've stopped saying hamstring soreness. They have now changed it to hamstring strain. That will be the 4th different hamstring strain he's experienced this year, but he is questionable, and he did play a little bit earlier after the injury, so he's closer. But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is shooting under 40% in this series. 2 lead guards with him are injured. This is a problem for the home team tonight.
And another problem that they have goes by the name of Victor Wembanyama, and he's extraordinarily tall.
And the 2 wins, he has 75 points that the Spurs have, right? And I said this 3 months ago on this show, is that if you're Mark Daigneault, like, this is what you're looking at. This is what keeps you up at night as a head coach, that you have this monster in your conference. And it's a good thing they got that championship last year, because he's going to be in the way of a lot of their attempts at more success in the West. And that's exactly what you're seeing. Maybe it's sooner than anyone expected, but there's no question when you watch his performances in the biggest stage he's ever played on in the NBA, he's ready for it now. And if you're the Thunder, what's your answer? Because it doesn't seem like they have one.
Janae, we haven't had you here in a while. What's your sense right now, big picture on the series where it stands?
You mentioned monster in your conference. This is a monster for the league
for
the years to come. You have someone that is a future MVP learning his star power in real time on the fly in Victor Wembanyama. This leads me to the conclusion that SGA has no choice but to go nuclear. He has to take the shots. It's going to be difficult. A.J. Mitchell, J-Dub, the secondary and tertiary, I know that's third, creators, right, on a squad. His only choice is to do bad all by himself. And we've seen him do it. He did it last year in the NBA Finals. Remember, the Pacers were the hottest offense, and then he realized, I have to shoot the ball 20 times in the first half to be aggressive, for my team to play aggressive, for it to be contagious. We saw him do it versus the Phoenix Suns. Down J-Dub, he comes in, drops 40, and then the shots look better for his teammates. But I'll say this, he's the back-to-back MVP. It's not going to be easy. 14 out of his 15 shots, where he was 6 for 15, were contested. He was double-teamed 11 times. He is the man with the trophy, and he will have to play like it.
Greatness is never easy. And both you and Wendy made mention of the problem for us. No, this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity
for SGA?
For SGA. You're at home, defending world champions. You're down 2 ball handlers. This is when the greatest players grab on that mantle and say, no, okay, it's time. And what have all the conversations been about whether it's him flailing into the free throw line? All that stuff does not matter. It matters about this moment. And I know it's never one player versus 5, but we all have to talk about the best players in the game of basketball. Can they elevate their level of play and the players around them in the biggest moments? And this is a massive moment for SGA. And that's okay to say.
Wendy.
Yeah, so the big thing with this challenge is that the Area 51, what they call Area 51, that's Stephon Castle as the primary defender. He is one of the strongest perimeter defenders in the league already, just in his 3rd season. And then you have the backline defender of the 7'5" guy who's the unanimous defensive player of the year. This is why he's only shooting 39%. This is a guy who shot 55% in the regular season, okay? And the big adjustment that the Spurs made between games 3 and 4 is they stuck the Oklahoma City shooters. The Oklahoma City shooters were killing them from outside. Now Shai is going to have to do it in a more heads-up situation. He's not going to have the shooters necessarily unless he breaks that strategy.
You're shaking your head because
I know it's practical and I know it's realistic, but like, what do we say about Kenny Atkinson? At some point, you're like, I don't want to hear it. It's game time, yo. It's game time.
But it's hard.
Of course it's hard.
He's getting double teamed, and when he breaks the double team, he's got probably.
But they're not double teaming anymore because they're going under those ball screens. It's one-on-one defense.
The best situation you can have is a mix and match.
There's also no way in the world that he's only 7'5". That guy is way more than 7'5". Every time I watch him play, he gets taller. I'm positive going into tonight.
It's the Knicks moving on after another clean sweep. Let's take you to the road to the finals. They actually struggled with the Hawks. They were down 2-1 in this series, and then Game 6, they closed it out emphatically. A 51-point win, the largest playoff win in team history, and that was in Atlanta after a little pushing and shoving. And in the second round, they just did whatever they wanted to the Sixers, looking for a sweep. They won the first 3. They're down in Philly. Ran away in Game 4, sweeping their third in a best-of-7 series in franchise history. Jalen Brunson. The Knicks fans showed up and showed out. Here's what it felt like, MSG South.
I used to think Philly was a sports town. I don't know if it is anymore.
College ball there at Villanova. The Knicks, Gary, moving on to the conference finals.
The Nova Knicks are about to do some more damage. This was game 1 against the Cavs. They trailed by 22 points in the fourth quarter. They came all the way back to win it in overtime. And this is when you felt and where you felt it was going to be inevitable. The playoffs, Knicks became the first team to win when trailing by 20 or more points in the final 7 minutes in the fourth. And then you got game 2 versus the Cavs. Brunson and the Knicks had a strong third quarter. They went on an 18-0 run to spark a game 2 win against the Cavs. Josh Hart again.
I'm never a huge analytics guy. At a certain point, they're a lamppost to a drunk person. You can lean on them, but it won't get you home.
There's
such a great line.
A lot of lampposts in New York City being climbed upon. Actually, recently. Then you got Game 3. Knicks are up 2-0 in the series. Kenny Atkinson's thoughts on the series after another loss.
Analytically, I think we've won the I said 3 out of 3. We're 2 out of 3 in the expected. I don't know if you guys follow that. There's like an expected score.
Oh, okay.
Because ESPN Analytics, of course, is like, hey, the Knicks won the game, but the Cleveland Cavaliers analytically won the game. That's a hard word to say. Game 4, it was last night. The Knicks finished off the Cavs, starting with a 20-0 run in the first half. They would win by 37 points, which was not unfamiliar. Their spike, orange and blue skies. Indeed, the Knicks are going to play in the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999.
It's good to get a few minutes with our basketball analyst, Chiney Ogwumike, in New York. Chiney advancing to this first finals since 1999, and they do so by way of another sweep. What does that mean for this Knicks team?
First of all, I'm here in New York City, and they were partying in the street like it was 1999. Once they won the game, my hotel started rattling. What does this mean? It's bigger than just a sweep because they've now done it twice. The New York Knicks are the hottest team in basketball. And in order to win a championship, I think we give a lot of credit to the best team typically during the regular season. You want to be the hottest team, and this is a squad. And for a long time, we've been waiting, the city has been waiting for a team that truly embodies the heart and hustle and soul of New York City, one of the greatest cities in the world. They would argue the greatest city in the world, and we've got it. This squad matches that identity with their grit, with their tenacity. They had 34 points off of turnovers, 33 fast break points, 32 second chance points. This is the squad that New York has been waiting for, and I feel like they have as good a chance as anybody to win it all.
Okay, maybe that segues perfectly into our next question. They're playing in the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999 when they lost that NBA Finals to the San Antonio Spurs. Chiney, what chance are you giving this Knicks team, who have won 11 straight games in the playoffs, to beat either the Thunder or the Spurs in the NBA Finals?
Gary, Randy, you guys know I have trust issues when it comes to the New York Knicks and basketball because every time my hopes get up, I get so excited. I'm here in the city comes alive, something crazy happens. But this one, it's no longer trust issues. I actually have confidence. I have a lot of confidence in the squad because if you look at the sample size of the games in which they have played, in their 14 playoff games, they have won by a margin of 19 points, which is the highest ever in NBA history in the postseason. They're not just winning. It's not what you do. It's how you do it. They are dominating. They're taking the life out of their opponents, especially in closeout games. And so right now I'm looking at a New York Knicks squad that knows who they are, that are fully bought in. And you heard all the sound. The one word that keeps coming up is sacrifice. It takes a level of sacrifice in order to be great. Karl-Anthony Towns sacrificed some touches, but now he's having triple doubles. Jalen Brunson sacrificed the usage. Now Now his teammates are thriving. They have a system that is working, a system that they risked for by changing their coaches, and it's paying off at the perfect time.
For the second straight series, the Knicks will now have 8 days off before Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Chiney Ogwumike joining the program this morning on SC.
Bye,
Chiney,
knuckleheads.
much appreciated. We love you too.